How's everybody doing? This is another podcast. Marcos Reginald Wise. Everybody introduce themselves. Go around just a round table.
What you got, Chrome, man?
Make moolah. Profit the truth.
Blood.
Marcos Reginald Wise. I love the name my parents gave me, baby. Anyway, what we're going to talk about, let me just turn this up just a hair, is that how much people get in trouble for not being able to properly communicate. It's whether with the police, with your homeboy, with your girlfriend, and so on and so forth, your children, the court system. It's not about how much you're right, it's how much you can communicate your point.
Yeah.
And I was talking to my father the other day, very educated man. He asked me, Marcos, what's your definition of intelligence? I said, somebody can communicate without shutting down and getting scared and don't want to talk anymore. I've learned this. Most people are in prison, especially men of color and men in general, because of lack of communication. I'm not going to get in trouble and get mad at none of these men around this table because I'm dealing with a woman that want to deal with them. I just let her go. So that's my segue into this conversation. So we're just going to start it off. Let's start it off simple, gentlemen, because it'll go way off. You start it off.
Okay, talking about women that want to deal with one of your homes.
Not women, just communication in general.
In general. Oh yeah, communication is important, man. Like, without communication, there's always gonna be misunderstanding and feuds and things will go left, like you said. Like, there ain't nothing gonna be understood without proper communication. You know what I'm saying?
So what kind of person you think that doesn't want proper communication?
Like an ignorant person, a control freak, is what I would say. If you ain't gonna let nobody properly communicate, then it's gonna be one side.
Are there liars?
Mm-hmm.
Why would a liar want proper communication?
Because they want to stay in control.
I think in any relationship, communication period, not just proper, but understanding and communicating, you hear me, is valuable to the relationship, because if you don't have no understanding of where you stand with any individual, then it's always going to be a misunderstanding. Understand this, I'm the boss, you the employee. Understand that. Understand you don't make laws. Understand that the higher up is me. Understand that right there. I employ you, I'm your boss. That's an understanding relationship right there. Understanding you the woman, I'm the man. Therefore, if we're laying in the bed, we hear a strange sound in the middle of the night, I get up, I go check that out. You stay right here, stay put. Any type of danger could be beyond this door, the threshold of this door. Understand that as your man, as a father, as a leader, that my duties are to take the trash out. My duties are to make sure the bills are paid. My duties are to pump the gas. My duties are protection. That's in a relationship. As a friend, I'm here. You need a shoulder to lean on. You need anything, I'm here for you. You know, long as it's within my duties as a friend to help you, I'm there for you at your beck and call. Communication is very important to any relationship.
I don't care if it's friendships, business-ships, whatever kind of ships. You're going to have to listen to someone. And the one thing, can I tell you something that's funny? And I don't want to take over the conversation. But I was with this dude one time, and something scary was happening. And I did like this. And this dude did like this. For what?
It's who you Blew the
You
whole
up.
puzzle.
Just, I mean, it doesn't
Blew
even
the
matter.
whole
at this
puzzle.
point.
It's fucked up. You just
I
didn't know
told
whatever
you,
I was
sister, you
talking
told
about.
on me anyway.
Yeah, but would you also agree, and I'm coming to you now, is that communication is way more than just the literal word.
I mean, first of all, you gotta understand who you communicating with first. You gotta know that your subject. But
Hold up, you don't know who
Hold
you're
on,
communicating
hold on,
with until you
hold on.
find out they're Forrest Gump.
let me finish though. What I was saying. What I'm saying is communication is more than just me talking to you. Communication is a feeling, a vibe, a power. Like let's say, come he laid back. When he came answering your question, he answered the question as twin. You know, he more in his situation from a perspective, and he delivered to get you to understand where he coming from. He a boss. You know, Bud, he gonna be laid back when you get to him. He gonna answer your question. Marcos Wise, he more, I would call it like frustration in this interview because I seen a couple of his points, you know, backstage. So me,
Man, you be taking jabs at me, bro.
no, I love you, and I follow you. So if I tell you something,
I know
then
I'm just messing with
but
you.
let me
I'm
tell you
giving
this
a
because
hard
we
time.
speaking on communication. So when I tell you something, if you know sit around and take something from me, take a lesson from me because I'm gonna take a lesson from you. I watch you and you don't even know. I know a little bit about your book and you didn't even know that. I see how you touch people and a lot of people you give your book to, you take pictures with and stuff like that, and you put a smile on their face. So it ain't no jab. I mean, we just talk, and I consider you. We've been knowing you a long time, right? Communication. You felt that I take jabs at you. This a talk show.
Nah,
This your
I
talk
already know
show.
you
This
have
your
to-
talk show. You the king of this right here, right? Right, and I'm the king of that over there. So when kings meet, it might feel like it's a intimidating situation. Just like I was telling the guys, I was telling my brothers, I was like, man, I'm proud of y'all. I see everybody got automatic starters and alarms on their car and all that shit. I was telling my other bro, I'm proud of you. See you, I see how you work, man. Your work ethic. Communication is more than just, you know, talking to somebody. It's somebody feeling that you really feel like what you saying, because energy is everything.
Oh, it's everything. Let me tell you something. I don't know if y'all was athletes. You look like
Yeah,
you
we
did.
all did something at this table.
Okay, but I can tell you this. When we was on a basketball team, and every time I had to be like this, hey twin, pass the ball through there so I can lay it up. Or I could just look at you and do like this.
That's what practice for. If you would have been in practice, you know what they look mean.
Nah, that's
That's
just
the communication.
understanding.
It's
That's
reading.
understanding.
You wouldn't say it out loud, but then other people
That's
would.
understanding.
understanding.
That's
a sign of
It
communication.
should get to the point where you could move to a certain spot on the floor and I know when to give you this ball.
Cause practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause reading
Because
your
communicating,
being in sync,
communicating
come from
what
Okay.
you're
practice.
supposed to see.
What we? Okay.
I would know
Ain't
you.
no I intend.
I would know you to the
Communication
point
is
to know where
that.
you going
I got
to,
that
what
point.
you
You're
can do
missing my
like to.
point. You're missing my
We ain't
point.
even gotta talk. What's understood ain't gotta be explained.
That's his point.
I-
That's your point.
I just want to ask you specifically this question.
Marco Wise Show taking a shot at the king. Let's go.
What if you ever go out of town
Yeah.
with someone that you really, really, really didn't know?
Nope.
I had.
Well, I'm not.
All right.
That's the question.
Hold up. Here's the question. The police pulled us over. Anybody that been doing this and doing that? Yeah, so they're having a good time, but everybody's sober, everything's good. You know.
It's a run. I
And
already
then
know
your
that.
homeboy that you don't know
Got
decided
something
to
in
be
the car.
like, man, fuck you, man. Look at this, that, and just messed up the whole situation. That's what I'm talking about. Once I see you got control of the situation, and I know that I can trust you, I'm shutting the fuck up. If I can't shut the fuck up, why the hell am I around you?
Mhm.
But we're gonna keep it going.
What's the question? Yeah, what was the question?
In other words, when is it okay for you just to be like, hey man, my fellow man is a dumbass?
I mean, when you see him make that mistake to be classified as that.
Now go
But and until you make that mistake, if you my fellow man,
Then
look,
how do you
I'm
find
gonna
out?
tell you this. I'm
Go
gonna tell you
ahead,
this.
I'll be quiet.
Everybody around, I don't give a fuck what the relationship is with me and this man. Whenever it is with me and this man, I wouldn't
That's
rather
love
go. Let me show you though. But let
You
me
can't
show you
compare
something.
those two.
But,
Y'all know
look,
each other
look,
from the
look.
wound.
But
Up to
it's
now.
other people. It's other people I can go out. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. Anywhere in this world, I go there and I set my marker there because I know what the fuck I'm bringing, and I can go and it's people that feel like you genuinely connected to them, and ain't even been knowing you longer than your own fucking siblings. Ain't even been knowing you on longer than your mama birthed you, and y'all do more for each other than and you know like that. Communication can be felt. My uncle, he got a wife. She
We
don't
just
even
said the
speak
same
English.
thing. We just said the
She
same
don't
thing.
even speak English. He
Hold
don't
on,
even
hold
speak
on,
her
hold on,
language.
hold on. We just said the same thing. We on the basketball team. I
Yeah.
gotta be like this. Hey, twin, pass the ball right there so I can
But
get
why?
it. I just look at
You don't have to be like that. You don't have to look either.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at my parental where my partner is in communication is just that.
Go there.
That's it. Cause guess what? If I look at my partner, he ain't open. It's 5 bucks out there. God damn it.
Rotation.
I ain't know. You open?
Yeah.
Is you open, Crumb?
I'm getting that.
Twin, you open? Fuck all that. I ain't know. I passed that bitch backwards, goddamn it, if I knew. And I felt he
I
was
can feel
coming up.
it.
It's a different feeling on that floor. It's a different feeling. Ain't no Nike got to do shit with it. It's a different feeling. You feel where your nigga stepping.
Where you think you know Luke Pass?
You feel where your nigga stepping.
Feel you over there, huh?
I feel my brother was telling us about a situation with the blind people and the lady since him being there.
That's communication.
When you a part of the tribe, when you a part of the tribe, I don't even give a fuck if your spot ain't there long, goddamn it. If that's a real tribe, they gonna make you feel like you where you belong. Only you can fuck this up, Robbie.
So
Only you can fuck this up. What you talking about?
Hold on,
Communication.
hold on. I don't want you to dominate this round table because we gotta keep going.
My bad. You know,
We
this
gotta
just
keep
what
going.
guys say when it's time to speak. Speak.
We gotta keep
Let
going.
go.
They say put the helmet to the leg.
So,
He like this shit. Don't edit shit.
is it a certain point?
That's on you.
Is it a certain point where you can't come up with a blueprint? You just gotta feel it.
Yeah, it come off of energy. Communication is the energy. I make eye connection and talk to a motherfucker.
How long have I known you?
20 minutes.
How you feel about me?
Pretty fair. Pretty fair. I mean, know you 20 minutes.
But what's telling you that
Sit back a
Fair.
little bit, show my boy Bud, and he got to be
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting out the way, y'all. I'm being selfish. Yeah, y'all move
Don't
on.
talk to him like that.
Yeah, we still get this podcast together. It's a work in progress, but it's good stuff.
I like it. I like it a lot. But how you say
But I mean, let them talk. How do you decipher between bullshit and non-bullshit within that first hour?
If I can read your body language, if you don't look in my eyes, it'll tell me something right then. I was raised off if I look in your eyes and you look away, you know, right off of it, you don't look right into my eyes, then you ain't no trustworthy. It's like a dog walking up to a human and barking. A dog walk up to you and he don't bark, you alright. He walk up to you and he bark, he said that you ain't no good man.
Yeah, but I've seen a lot of dogs barking that ain't shit.
Yeah, it just depends on how you train. It depends on how I was trained when I was a kid. Cause real recognize real.
We're gonna have to do a part 2 on this because
Yeah, you know. Like we all read each other right now.
yeah. But here's the difference. I've known them at least 68 minutes.
No,
Nah, that's a joke.
no, who the fuck is you talking about?
Oh,
Marco?
68 minutes.
Let me tell you something. You known us over 10 years.
That's a long damn time.
Yeah.
10,000 hours.
Since you was working in that damn fucking auto shop.
Damn.
That was 2016.
You was good though. We liked it then.
That was 2016.
It's 2024
'Cause we
now.
used
So
to like,
I was today is.
Take 10 from 24. That's 20.
it was the song when it came out. I used to cha-cha.
That's neither here nor there. The thing
Oh, we remember
is,
that too.
you've known us for quite some time. You hear me?
Yeah.
And we've known you for quite some time. A communication line period is essential to any relationship. Or
Anything.
and I mean, when you walk into a store and you buy something, purchase something at the clerk's register, and they bad mouthing or they in a bad mood and stuff, you can feel the energy when you walk up. All you gotta do is look. You hear me?
Yeah.
It's the body language. It's what's not being said that speaks so loud and clear. You hear me?
Yeah,
So I mean, it's
I agree.
communication. You hear me?
I agree.
I mean, all the time you're not able to verbally communicate with somebody. You hear me? If you was in the army and you was, behind enemy lines, you can't be like, hey, watch out, grenade, hey, watch out, mine bomb, hey, they finna shoot you, you hear me?
Yeah.
You know, you got to feel the energy, and in order to feel the energy, sometimes you have to be in tune with the universe, you hear me? Because you could go some places where the vibe is thrown out. When you walk through the door, you feel the demons jump on you, you hear me?
Hey, let me tell you something. Going off of what you just said, I've been around people, man. I've been around people that I almost wanted to throw up, and they never said a word. And I've been around some of the most. The only difference between them and the federal government is that that's a collection agency at the. But I've been around and observed some of the most. I say all that to say this. Be careful with people with kind hearts because they fight hard to keep that kind heart. And a lot of times in our community, they want to construe it as being your proverbial pussy. And that's not the case.
The kind of hurt.
Yes. And that's not the case. But somebody take it over.
I learned this in life. You got to give up your heart, you hear me? You got to stop using your heart, start using your brain. You feel me? Because nowadays, your blood family, the people you grew up with, the people you're around, they will take advantage of you, you hear me? And if you're not careful, if you're not cautious about how you display yourself, you hear me? You'll be an open target.
What you just said.
And my point about that is this right here. You got to harden your heart. You got to learn to take care of what take care of you, and love what love you. You hear me? Because
Be your best.
the signs of the times are in our face.
May I?
Go ahead.
98% of the people I've talked to, and I just turned 51. And I promise you, 95% of the people over the age of, I'm not talking to people my age. I'm talking to people at least 20 years older than I am. I remember when Jimmy Carter was president.
Mm-hmm.
And I talk to each and every one of them. And I network a lot. I have to, because I'm poor. And each and every one of them said, I've never seen a world this bad.
You ever been married? Huh?
No.
Have you ever took care of family?
Yes.
Let me tell you about a man. in his priorities. I'm not talking about a boy, I'm talking
I
about
know
men.
that very well.
A man in their priorities is to prioritize this God first, family second, then me. You hear me?
Well, I mean, can we keep it on a mortal level?
Oh, it's mortal. This is mortal right here. But men, my point is this: men don't build temporarily. Men build to structure on a solid foundation. Men does that, and
Okay, if we could pause right there just for a second. I'm sorry, bless you. What you got to say?
I'm neutral.
No, really, your true opinion. If you have a true opinion to really say, this is the time to say it.
About what? You have what?
Okay, let me start it off. I got in trouble for that book I wrote.
I remember that book.
Do you think black women are fucked up? Fuck it, I said it.
Boy,
women
and that's
period
what got
fucked
you in
up.
trouble in the first place.
Women period are
It's
fucked
not
up.
so much as a color. You know, I heard you just state this that you poor, but you know, I done seen you, I done followed you, I done know about the book you got in trouble about and the situation about. This is what I'm telling you. It's not a color. It's never a color anymore. That shit's so old. People just hang on to something just to have something
sir.
to hate.
Do you know how many men told me, said, no woman has ever done anything wrong?
But
And I watch all these documentaries like,
you can't
She
put a
is
woman the
still
president of the
hard.
United. Hey, you can't make a woman president. You can't. It's not because of she never done nothing wrong. It's because women judgment at certain times.
okay, I'm gonna ask you
is
this.
like men though.
I've asked my
But
father.
men strong.
You wrong than a motherfucker for saying that
Yeah.
you think black women are fucked
Because it's
up.
not
No,
just
no,
black
okay,
women.
no,
It's
oh,
all
in
people fucked up in ways.
situations, if a man make the wrong decision, he started it. If you choose the wrong woman, you deserve to reap the benefits of what you asked for. You hear me?
Now, may I rectify that situation? And my conversation with her.
Did you do it in a book?
Yeah,
Now's
I
the
did.
time.
I
Don't paraphrase it.
In other words, is there ever a situation where black women are wrong?
What the hell kind of question is
All-
that? What Eve do? What color was
I
she?
mean, all the time, them things led by the right thing.
But
Just like me.
What color was Eve?
but
What color you think she
Well,
was?
that's a derogatory
I'm just
statement right
asking
there.
him a question to see what he say. I just want to know. This will tell a lot to me. I don't and nobody else. What color you think Eve was?
I don't know. I
I'm
wasn't
asking
around.
you. You just don't
I
know.
was born in '73. Not
When
back.
if you could
that's
take a
the
black
biblical
man
time.
and make any color baby with that same race, it'll come out looking like that race. but
All
a
people
black
came
man
from
touched.
Africa.
Eve was a black
Okay, so
woman.
you saying she black? If all people come from Africa, the descendants of Africa
White
is
people's
black.
skin can't stand underneath the sun long. That's what
When
sunblock
you bite
for.
your
That's
tongue,
enough.
though.
Okay, all right.
It's
I'm
just-
Don't
close,
say what you
Tony.
got to say.
Now y'all being aggressive.
No.
Shit, we just want
You know
the
what's
real
us?
part
This
to
a
rise,
listening
you hear
party,
me?
man.
Shit, you could edit all that shit. Just say what
I
you
ain't
got to
editing
say.
this shit. This is
Well,
going right up on
it's
YouTube.
live, you hear me? The
Well, let us
revolution
hear
will
it.
be televised.
Let
All
us
right,
hear
can I
it.
say it?
Yeah.
It's communication.
You might
This
get
is the title.
crucified for it, but say it.
This is the title of it.
Yeah.
Communication.
Think
Yeah.
about your
Now,
book,
whether
man.
I'm right or wrong, hear me out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got tired of hearing that all black women are queens. Hold up, God damn.
Not all.
That's all I'm saying.
Not all.
No, fuck no.
That's
Not
all.
See,
And
that's the
all
problem.
niggas ain't king.
That's the
I
problem.
got you. That's my
why
point.
I asked you, have you been married? Because most of these Negroes run around here saying happy wife, happy life. It's happy me, happy we, because I'm the shield, I'm the protector, I'm the foundation.
I'm the most
You hear me?
important
When
one.
I go work that 9 to 5, when I go put 12
You're not
hours
the most
in,
important.
and I pay these bills and shit, when I come home, shit, rub my feet, had this dinner done, have my clothes ready for a shower.
I don't want no
Treat
McDonald's.
me like like a king, you hear me? And I'm gonna treat you like a queen, you feel me?
Yeah.
But you can't have your woman standing at a gas pump pumping gas and you sitting your ass in the passenger
Now,
seat.
can I give you an
You
example?
can't take your
Nah,
ass
no.
to the store, walk through that door, and you don't hold it open for your woman to walk through it first.
I agree.
Nah,
See,
I agree.
in order for you to have that queen, you got to treat yourself like a king,
King.
so she can treat you like such too. You
So
hear me?
Talk to him.
So we coming
Tell
back
him
full
something.
circle.
Is
We
that
coming
it?
back full circle.
Oh yeah.
We coming back full circle.
360.
I have no problem to do it for her.
Huh?
I have no problem doing that. I'll buy you a car. Girl, I'll put you in the house.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I have no problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you're gonna tell me, oh, my cousin is about that book. You better get there. I give you $40 and.
See, in other words,
See,
you don't mind paying for it because it's you knowing what you want and you ain't got to reap the
whether
benefits
it's
of
marriage
after
or
you
dating,
get
it's
to
a
it, it can
helpmate.
go. It
If
can
you
go.
got you a bitch, she gonna act like a bitch. Whether it's marriage or dating, it's a helpmate. You hear me? Help me pay these bills. If I'm paying these bills, you take care of the house.
It
you hear
took
me?
us
It's
about-
an agreement. It's communication, proper communication.
This is a ship, friendship right here. But I can tell you this, it took 8 years for me to really be able to sit there and really get down to it. You don't know who you're dealing with until you really
Man,
dealing
hey,
with.
hey, I don't know if you've never been to the mall to build a bear, but I'm building mine. You hear me? I'm gonna construct mine. You feel me? Look, this is what I bring to the table right here. If you want to live that happily ever after fantasy they talk about in the goddamn books, you want to be a princess, I got to be the goddamn me. You hear me?
Yeah.
This castle work like this right here. You hear me? You got to adore me, I'm gonna adore you. You got to do for me, I'm gonna do for you. You got to have the understanding, the
Which
proper
comes back to
communication.
communication.
Proper communication. Look, I want you to do this right here. You ain't got to work now. I pay the bills. You hear me? But see, when I'm paying the bills, you got to hold the house down. You got to make sure the laundry done, the
Right.
kids fed, they get beds. You
I'm
hear
right
me?
here working.
You got to do this, do that, and the third. If you got that understanding, you got yourself something. But if you got a bride who just wants some dick and her nails done and her hair done, and she want to keep up with the Joneses and shit, you got yourself a problem until you learn your place as a king is at the top. You hear me?
That's not
And she
control.
can't be communicating with the peasants. You feel me? She can't be still stuck on that little girl shit. You got to have female say, baby, you want to own this business, you want to build a dynasty, you want to build legacy, you want to go ahead and make residual income, let's work on it like bosses do, you hear me? We giving up all this distraction right here in the world to focus on ourselves, our kids, and our future, you hear me? With the right woman beside the right man, the limits is the sky, you hear me? But with the wrong man beside the wrong woman, like y'all, it may seem somewhere in the bedroom y'all fuck good.
Let me give you an example. Right now, it's tension in the room. What
This
did
is
you
a
know?
sensitive topic.
Where?
Yeah.
It's
But hold on,
sensitive.
listen to me. It's the same thing as a relationship, friendship, whatnot. But we still communicate.
Oh yeah, communication. Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Man, I'm listening right now. Y'all got
I see you listening.
It's still communication.
Communication.
What we doing?
Active listening.
Look, my boy. When you in a situation, you hear me?
Hold on. You're missing my point.
I see active
What are we
communication.
doing right
We
now?
communicate.
Ain't nobody calling the police.
When
I'm
you
going
in
to
the
my
look.
mama's house and all that
Well, see,
bullshit.
you gotta understand first of all, communication. Like we were speaking
It start with
on backstage.
understanding.
While we're speaking backstage, you have to see before you even talk to a person. You have to see if that's even a person that you willing to open up your path of communication to. You gotta realize, is this person able to see things from 2 points of views, their point of view and my point of view, or is it they're one track minded and only see things as a one way street? It's only my way or the highway. And when I'm using my understanding and my frontal cortex to base on what's right and what's wrong to me, first I try to outweigh this situation. Like, if I'm wrong, I know I'm wrong, and I'm a lie about it or some shit. then I'ma outweigh why I did it. Most people will sit there and lie to themselves. It was because of this. It was because the kids I stayed or some shit. No, it was because that communication you get with that one person. It don't matter who you have. You can't get that no more. So you know no matter how bad your mama was to you, you know who mama is. You know, no matter how bad your father was to you, you know who father is, even though it was somebody right there raising you that step of the way other than your biological. You still know who that is. It ain't nothing
father
that
figure.
it shouldn't be nothing that tell me that I'm connected to you. If I'm connected to you, I shouldn't have to try to decipher why I like you, or why I deal with you, or why I want to do something for you. If it come from the heart, if it come from me loving you.
That's
People
just love in
can,
general,
look,
man.
I'm
That's
gonna
just
tell you
love
something
in
like
general.
this. Look, my next door neighbor, he turned around and cause the grass was high, and the dude that was supposed to cut it ain't been coming. My next door neighbor come around and he cut the damn grass, the whole grass, and he already know that I ain't no damn slouch on me playing no game, no shit like that.
But
He
sometimes
knew
a brother
what it
just fall
was,
off.
and he came over there and just did it. Some shit just come naturally.
Yeah.
Some shit that you ain't gotta tell nobody. If you love me, you ain't gotta tell me that shit I did to you hurt you. We ain't even gotta talk about that shit.
So
that
that's
shit dead and we gon' bury that shit, and me and you did that shit without even speaking a word.
So that's indirect communication.
No, it's not indirect communication because I'm zoned in with you and you zoned in to me on it, even though we ain't talked not one time. How?
Let's us calm down for a second.
We
Let
calm
them
down,
say-
want to talk, they want to listen.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you this right here, and another thing, you hear me? Don't nobody want to go home to a lonely house. Don't nobody want to be lonely. I don't care how much you say you don't give a damn about socializing. I don't give a damn how much you say you ain't a people person. Nobody wants to go home.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Okay.
Period.
Hold up. Stop. 100% agree with you.
But my point is this right here. It's hard to find somebody in sync with you these days. You hear me? Somebody that ain't full of games. Somebody that has the same agendas and objectives and the goals in life that you have. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Prioritizing with a motherfucker that's on a lower level is just a waste of your time. You hear me? In some relationships, you can outgrow people. You hear me? Some relationships you could come
That's
in.
the most sad thing too.
Yeah, it is,
I don't like that.
you got the heart in your heart because people are only in your life for seasons. You feel me?
Yeah.
Not some people ain't meant to go some places with you. God put people in your life to prepare you for other people to come too. You hear me?
Rotation like a
And when you get out here in this world and you experience a lot with people, you learn what you want and what you don't want.
You know what's funny? If I may interject, whatever your connotation is of the devil, bad spirits, so on and so forth, etc. Man, I've seen bad shit come my way, like really within a month, to the point I want to give up, and then, bloop, 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 bloop,
What the fuck is blue?
Blessings.
bloop.
My point.
Yeah.
My point. Though. Let me tell you this.
Hold on, stop.
You ain't
How
hitting
did we
it right.
meet? How would we meet back up?
Okay, I
I
tell you,
was
but
walking.
look, you
Now,
not
let
hitting
him
it
tell
right
the
though.
story,
You
dog.
hear me?
Hold
Let
on.
him tell her what the story is again. Let me see.
I was walking down MLK.
Yeah.
Just got this nice job offer. And I kept doing like this for some reason. I said, let me just cut off over here. I got down there and saw y'all doing that fence.
Did it look good?
That fence looked awesome.
Shouts out to Ken K Ultimate Properties. We did.
I'm just gonna tell you, I don't bite my tongue.
What says on your heart?
Most of the time, I don't hire blacks to do certain. I'm telling you, when I get this fence done around this property, y'all doing it. I mean that. I don't give idle compliments.
Thank you.
I mean that. So with all that being said, that's
Good.
proper
Yeah.
communication. Now let him say something. He been sitting over there just looking
He on
crazy.
my road.
You want to
Say
Yeah,
something,
bro.
man. Just say something.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm just a real
How about you
guy.
tell them the vibe about when we met or something like that right there? You know, it's proper
Lord.
communication.
Let me yeah.
Our relationship.
Yeah.
Somebody
so,
got an ashtray for my Newport, and Newport better.
yeah, when I met these fellas, I was driving trucks, and
You got a CDL?
I got a class.
You got a Class A?
I got a class A. I can turn an 18-wheeler around in your backyard if you need.
I got a Class A with 2 endorsements, so watch your mouth now.
You off the topic.
They must.
Continue.
I'm just messing with you.
Alright,
man.
but look, when I met these fellas, see, I ran into this twin first.
Okay.
I said, boom, let me see who these guys is, cause they was in my neighborhood, and I didn't know who they was. I started seeing these cars and shit coming around on the block. So I started peeping and seeing the dogs. I'm like, oh no, I gotta check who they temperature is, you know. So I was talking to him for a few weeks, and all of a sudden this twin come outside. So I'm like,
And
damn,
it's 2 of them.
damn, you got a twin? He said, yeah,
I
that's
thought
my
this was
twin.
real TV. Bring that shit over here.
So he said, yeah, man, you know, we just stay here, you know, and I was like, hey, man, I like how y'all work with each other, you know what I'm saying? Y'all give me motivation because y'all work as a unit. Like, I never seen you guys argue with each other. Like, they might disagree, but you'll never check the temperature. Like, you'll never know that they
You can feel the tension a little bit.
Now, me and another nigga, a lot of people say I got bad temper, but it's just how they is, you know, like, they don't take it how it is. You know, they want you to sugarcoat it or beat around the bush. They gonna come right to you, so.
Yeah.
So we vibed a little different. Then we got around into the cars. So shit, one weekend I was out there and this twin was out here working on his car. I was like, man, where your other twin that stay here? He was like, I stay here. I'm like, wait a minute, what? I'm like, shit, I thought the other twin stay here, which was this twin. He was like, nah, man. He like, I stay here. So we got talking with us. So then I just
Oh, you're talking. What does talking mean?
Proper communication.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. Go
So
ahead.
then we just sitting now. I done met 2 of the same people, kinda. You know what I'm saying? One just, you know, a little hyper than the other. So I was like, well, damn, okay, I can vibe with these brothers. So then we just had been fucking around with each other. They got dogs, I got dogs. Now they got Corsos, I breed Corsos. You know, so we kind of just been locked in. And I like how they work. Like they work
What
in
started that relationship?
communicating.
Put your foot on their neck.
Yeah, put your foot
We
on
ain't
that.
just
Put on
look,
that
look,
dick.
let me tell you this. Because look, I can walk in Harbor Freights. You know,
Yes,
we
sir.
walk up in there and we go in there to get what we came for to do our job with. We'll walk up in there and people will just look at us and they'll zone in on us like we stealing something. And they'll call up to the front for more people to come up there.
Yeah.
And they'll be black, they'll be white, they'll be Mexican, they'll be all different colors. And they all after the same thing, thinking we in there to steal something. Like we
What got you up out of
look.
that? Communication.
Nah, hell no, money got us up out of there.
Uh-oh,
We
wait,
gonna
hold
tell
on.
the truth right here.
Okay.
Money got us up out of there. Everything that we touched, we went to the front and we paid for it.
Yeah,
And we put it under our account so we can get a warranty like the white people do.
Well,
Ain't
not the white
sometimes
people.
communication.
Hold on.
No, when I say that as
You
a
mean
nigga,
the
because
Western
look,
mentality.
it can be a black motherfucker.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
In some places you ain't white.
Okay.
Black, white,
That's
motherfucker.
yeah, I said shit. You said all women is black is think they queen, yo.
I didn't
In
say
some
all.
places you ain't white. You did. Alright, but look, what I was
Okay.
saying before I was interrupted
Hold on.
is
How white?
He said in certain places.
in some places like
Why
you
white?
said,
I'm the same person everywhere
look,
I
let
go.
me say, okay then, we'll answer that. You said these black women think that they queens. All black women, that's what
I
you
didn't
said.
say all.
Did I say didn't he say? He said all. He said all.
I said all.
Whatever you say,
when
twin,
you
I'm on
when
your
you
side.
get the editing this shit, go back and see. You
I
said
said all.
where I messed up in my book that I apologized for
I
said all black women think they queens. That's what you said.
go back and read the myth of the absentee black father. I said most.
Most is a big percentage.
Most not 80, 90? 75
That's
would be
most.
only 75%.
50 would
It's
be
most.
half.
Most.
Most would be over 60.
Most.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sir.
60.
it's just hard in the community to find,
It depends on
proper
what you
communication
come
in
from
a
and how you
relationship.
make
with
it.
the other thing.
dealing with the they deal with the police and the code enforcement a lot because he got a lot of cars and they hate his pressure.
You don't think I've been there with all of my houses?
No, that's not what he's saying. Listen to me. You want him to talk, but you won't let him talk.
Yeah,
Okay, my bad.
Put that out, please.
Continue,
We
bud.
through with it.
So one day, man, it was
That's one more day.
Okay.
hey, I'm talking.
You talking so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
But,
Big word right there. Let go.
One day,
anyway, the police was at his house one day.
Okay.
And I was like, damn, the first thing I'm thinking, like, damn, twin, they fucking with you? He like, yeah. He like, don't worry about it, though, because, they gonna get the fuck out of my yard, because they gotta have proper calls for all this shit. So, in my head, this is my first rodeo with this, man. So, I don't know what he got going on. So, he got to tell them they own law. And they couldn't even understand it. So, he was like, in order to do this, y'all gonna have to do this. So, they finally was like, you know what? I see that he know the law, so I'm gonna have to break down. He knew how to communicate with them. Not through no hand motion or all that yelling. He just came to him and looked directly at him and told him what it was.
Proper
to
communication.
elaborate on that, bud, how many times you done seen the police at my house and you done been there to witness me talk to them?
Probably about 20 times.
Probably about
20.
20. You hear me?
Every other day.
How many cars you think I done had around my house, bud, that I own?
Probably about 35, 40.
Oh damn.
But he with a truck.
Hey man, I need
Houses.
But
He'll bring a
I
house
don't
to
have
the
a
house.
car right now.
But
Yeah.
stop me when I'm lying. You hear me? Stop me when I'm lying. Our neighbors didn't vote us out the neighborhood, right?
Yeah. He told the police.
Hey, like my boy said, so many fancy cars. You hear me?
Yeah.
This
but the
movie
others-
star life. You hear me? When I say I ain't bullshitting, I ain't never bought a car from a car lot, but we done sold plenty to one. You hear me?
I wake up in the morning, there's a new car out there.
Hey, it got to a point where Ed Kaufman Lumber, stop one line, I'm standing corrected. You hear me? The motherfuckers is having a discussion. The man down there sell drugs.
Yeah.
He's sitting back in the background listening to the conversation. He sells drugs.
Profiling.
Profiling. Just because I work so hard, do I work hard?
Every day.
I'm talking
I
about,
work hard too.
we all work hard, but my
Yes.
point, we talking about me.
Okay,
I did
all right.
ask him, when do you
My
sleep,
bad.
twin?
When do you sleep? You hear me?
Ain't no
One
time.
minute you may see 5 cars out here with the other ones. We ain't talking about the other ones. You hear me? 5 cars out here. I changed all this shit up. Next night you come through, goddamn, it's other shit, different
Might
shit.
be motorcycles out there.
Ain't no telling.
You never-
Might be an
might-
RV.
might
Might
be
be
a
a
boat.
motherfucking box truck. Might be goddamn it.
Might
Who
be a
knows?
fucking eclipse.
But you know what's so crazy though?
Hold on, go ahead.
What's
let him
crazy?
talk. Let him talk.
Up the street from us, this dude parked his 18 wheel on the side of the road.
Okay.
They don't mess with him like that. But out of all the people, he at the corner by the stop sign, they told him to park 11 feet from the stop sign. So you know what he do in front of the police?
What's that?
He bagged all his shit up and moved the car 11 feet, cut his shit off, closed the door, and sat there and said, what else y'all want me to do?
Just
I did
today.
what you asked me.
Just today. Code enforcement, Little Rock Police Department, and the sheriffs was at the house. It was probably 4 Little Rock Police Department vehicles. It was the code enforcement, so serious, the code enforcement walked from the code enforcement building 2 blocks up to our house.
That's more than just code enforcement at that point.
Okay, it's
It's
more,
a-
but
it's a hate.
but
You know what I'm saying?
proper communication.
Yeah.
I don't panic. One thing I can't do is panic. And the main thing is never panic. You hear me?
No.
When I stand there, I stand my
Hold-
motherfucking ground. You feel me?
Now, can I tell you this?
I'm listening.
This is one of the things I pride myself in my life. I panic on the small things. God damn it. Why my microwave door ain't closing? I panic on that. But if it's 10 cops around me, I'm like, let's talk
Look.
about it.
I'm a convicted felon. I am. I also am a black small business owner. You hear me? I deal with these folks all the time. You got to train yourself. You hear me?
Yeah.
You train your mind. You train your vocabulary. I talk like this right now, but when I go in front of them, it's, you hear me? It's an understanding. You're not gonna undermine me. You're not gonna racial profile me, and you're not gonna belittle me. You hear me?
Yeah.
It's always
Hold on,
eye to
first
eye.
off,
We
you act-
equal.
You act like I ain't seen you in action.
We equal. My point is this right here: the proper communication.
Hold on. Let me just say this. Do you think you'll be around in my environment right now if you didn't know how to properly communicate and you were in it?
My point, Mr.
Nah,
Mark.
that's a very simple question.
I know I wouldn't. Hear me? I wouldn't. My point is, in any situation, you have to learn how to express yourself properly. You hear me?
And what's that called?
Proper communication.
No.
But my point is, look. My point is this.
Talk to him, dog.
I'ma always get my way because I'ma always be on the right side. You ain't gonna say I fucked you around and I ain't give you what you asked for. You hear me?
You are correct.
But don't nothing beat the cross but the double cross. Don't fuck me around. Cause I'm the type, my God don't play by me.
But coming back full circle.
Proper communicating.
On that note, hey, would you like to end on the note?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Anything we didn't
Yeah,
cover?
I'll tell you about it.
Anything we didn't cover?
Shouts out to all the LLCs at the
Yeah,
table.
Black small business owners, LLC.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Security
EIN,
details.
Hardin Brothers Custom Restoration, everything is in the making. You hear me? Bosses brush shoulders with bosses, and I'm an iron sharper iron. With
We
that
all
being
want your-
said, I'm retired.
We out this bitch, man.
Goodbye, y'all. It's
This
a great
shit for you to
conversation.
eat.
Make sure to keep good communication.